Welcome to the Network Plus Prepcast, your dedicated audio companion for mastering every objective on the CompTIA Network Plus certification exam. This series is produced by baremetalcyber.com. Having a solid strategy for exam day is just as important as understanding the test content itself. Without a plan, even the most prepared candidate can become overwhelmed by stress, distractions, or poor time management. A well-designed exam day routine helps eliminate unnecessary uncertainty and allows you to walk into the testing experience with a calm, focused mindset. With clear steps to follow from the moment you wake up to the moment you submit the exam, you give yourself the best chance of performing at your highest level. Planning ahead for the Network Plus exam brings tangible benefits in clarity, confidence, and decision-making. From logistics to nutrition to mental preparation, every part of your routine should be designed to reduce risk and support mental readiness. By handling small details in advance, like confirming your test time or setting up your workspace, you create space for focus and control when it matters most. Confidence on exam day is often the result of preparation in areas that go beyond technical knowledge alone. One of the simplest yet most important steps you can take is to prepare the day before the exam. Begin by double-checking the exact time and location of your test. If you're testing remotely, make sure all required software is installed and devices are fully charged. For both remote and in-person exams, a light review of personal notes can help refresh key terms or difficult concepts without overwhelming your brain. The night before the test is not the time to learn new material, but rather to reinforce what you already know. Getting enough sleep is essential for focus, memory, and decision-making. Avoid staying up late to cram or review unfamiliar topics. Instead, aim to wind down early with a full night of rest. This helps ensure that your mental performance will be sharp during the test window. Waking up with enough time to avoid feeling rushed allows you to move through your morning calmly, setting the tone for a clear and focused experience once the exam begins. A rested mind responds better under pressure and retains more of what you've studied. What you eat and drink on exam day also plays a role in performance. Have a balanced meal that gives you sustained energy without feeling heavy or distracting. Avoid trying new or unfamiliar foods that might cause discomfort during the test. Staying hydrated with water helps maintain focus and prevents fatigue, but be cautious not to overhydrate if the exam center has strict rules about leaving the room. Consistent, moderate nutrition choices support mental alertness and reduce the risk of unexpected distractions. If you're testing at an in-person center, know exactly what to bring with you. A valid government-issued ID is required, along with your exam confirmation or scheduling email. Most centers allow only a few personal items inside the testing area, so reviewing the approved items list can help you avoid surprises. Items like wallets, phones, and bags will need to be stored during the test, so arrive organized and ready to follow the rules without stress or confusion. For those taking the exam remotely, your setup is just as important. Ensure that your internet connection is stable and that your testing space is clean, quiet, and free from potential interruptions. Your webcam and microphone must be working correctly, and you may be asked to show your workspace before the exam starts. Testing software typically includes a system check, and running this the day before can prevent last-minute technical problems. A calm and prepared testing environment helps reduce distractions and supports focus throughout the session. Understanding what to expect during arrival and check-in reduces nervousness and helps maintain control. If testing in person, plan to arrive at least 30 minutes early to complete check-in, pass security checks, and receive orientation. You'll be briefed on testing rules, allowed behaviors, and break policies. These pre-test rituals help establish the testing mindset and give you time to adjust before the exam begins. Following procedures confidently also sets the tone for how you'll approach the exam itself, organized and composed. Once the test begins, staying calm becomes your number one priority. Deep, slow breathing can help regulate your heart rate if you start to feel anxious. If you encounter a difficult question, resist the urge to panic or fixate. Mark it for review and continue moving forward. Staying mentally present in each section prevents distraction and keeps your energy focused on what's in front of you. Composure during the exam is often more powerful than over-preparation, especially when time and focus are limited. Keeping track of time is a practical necessity throughout the Network Plus exam. Monitor your progress at regular intervals to avoid spending too long on any one section. Early questions may feel harder because you're still warming up, but resist overthinking and trust your preparation. Aim to leave time at the end for a brief review of flagged questions. Efficient pacing helps prevent last-minute rushing and ensures you can devote attention to complex items without feeling overwhelmed by the clock. For more cyber-related content and books, please check out cyberauthor.me. Also, there are other podcasts on cybersecurity and more at baremetalcyber.com. Flagging and reviewing questions is a powerful strategy that allows you to maximize your performance under timed conditions. The Network Plus exam interface includes built-in tools for marking questions you're unsure about, enabling you to circle back during your final review period. Revisiting unclear items after making it through the rest of the exam often brings fresh perspective, especially once you've encountered other questions that relate to the same topic. Keeping track of which items are flagged ensures you use your remaining time with purpose and efficiency. Staying focused during a long exam requires deliberate mental strategies. It's natural for attention to waver over the course of 90 minutes, but regaining focus quickly makes a measurable difference in how accurately you answer. Using brief internal resets, like pausing for a deep breath or sitting back for a few seconds before moving to the next item, can refresh your attention. Thinking in terms of sections or clusters of questions also helps. By focusing only on the task immediately in front of you, you can avoid mental fatigue and maintain momentum through to the final screen. Handling difficult or unknown questions calmly is essential. It's common to encounter items that feel unfamiliar, even after thorough preparation. In these cases, using educated guesses becomes necessary. Start by eliminating obviously incorrect answers. Then choose from the remaining options based on logic and context. Trust that your preparation has given you enough understanding to make a reasoned choice. Letting fear or frustration dominate your thinking will only waste time and reduce your effectiveness across the rest of the exam. When performance-based simulations appear, time-saving strategies can reduce pressure and help you manage your pacing. Begin by reading all instructions fully before touching any part of the interface. Many candidates make the mistake of starting too quickly and missing important details. Complete the parts of the simulation you know right away, and don't get stuck trying to perfect every component. You can flag a simulation just like any other question and return later if time permits. This approach ensures you don't sacrifice time needed for the rest of the exam. Becoming familiar with the CompTIA exam interface in advance contributes to smoother navigation and reduced stress. The layout is intentionally consistent, featuring question lists, flagging options, and a visible timer. Most interfaces also include basic tools like a calculator or highlighting function, which can be helpful for subnetting or keyword tracking. Learning to use these tools before exam day, whether through tutorials or practice exams, makes the entire testing process feel more controlled and predictable. Submitting the exam with confidence begins before you click the final button. Use the built-in review screen to revisit flagged questions, confirm your selections, and ensure no items are accidentally left blank. Once you've completed your final check, it's important to mentally release uncertainty. Second-guessing or wishing you had done something differently does not change your score. Focus on the steps you completed well and the preparation that got you to that point. Submitting with intention allows you to leave the testing session with your head held high. After submitting the Network Plus exam, you will receive unofficial results on the screen almost immediately. These results indicate whether you passed, though they are not the final confirmation. Your performance is measured across each domain, and the official score report, available through your CompTIA account, typically arrives within a few business days. The score reflects weighted performance, not just total correct answers, and helps identify strengths and areas for growth if a retake becomes necessary. Thinking about next steps after the exam, whether you passed or not, is an important part of the overall strategy. If you need to retake the test, CompTIA's policy allows for a short wait period before rescheduling. Use that time to review flagged topics and log your personal feedback from the exam. Even if you passed, taking time to reflect on what strategies worked well and which areas felt rushed or uncertain can help you prepare for future certifications. Each exam experience, whether a pass or a retake, builds greater insight and resilience. Final readiness for the Network Plus exam is about more than study time. It's about executing a plan that carries you from the moment you wake up to the moment you submit. With preparation rituals in place, your confidence grows. With routines for managing time, food, mindset, and pacing, your clarity improves. A thoughtful exam day strategy removes unnecessary distractions and lets your full capability shine through when it matters most. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Network Plus Prepcast, your trusted audio guide to the CompTIA Network Plus certification. This episode was produced by baremetalcyber.com. For more cybersecurity podcasts, books, and resources, visit baremetalcyber.com. Thanks for joining us for this episode of the Bare Metal Cybersecurity Plus podcast. For more episodes, tools, and study support, visit us at baremetalcyber.com. And before you take the test, make sure to check out the practice questions in the book Achieve CompTIA Security Plus SY0-701 Exam Success by Dr. Jason Edwards. They cover every domain and are a powerful way to lock in your knowledge.